everybody and welcome on today's video. Today it's the beginning of a time-lapse video. It's gonna take me months, I hope, if everything goes well, because when it takes months that means that the tree is going to evolve and get better. So it's about a little Portulacaria tree. It's a cutting and I had the great opportunity in the second-hand store to buy a little nice cascade pot with a little tray to put under it, so I was very happy about that. It cost me $2, well, €2 because I live in Belgium, and I thought, well, this is going to be great for my little cascade cutting here that I've started. So the first thing is, now I'm going to get it quickly out of this pot, put it here, and then it's gonna have to grow. I'm gonna style this with only clipping grow methods. So yeah, well, let's get it in the little pot. So this little pot, I'm not sure that it is a real bonsai pot, but it has a drainage hole in it, a small one, but it's gonna be okay. And I already put some quite coarse stuff in it. And now I'm going to fill the pot for, well, something more than half with my regular bonsai mix, and that's gonna be all I need to do. Okay, that's one thing. Now I'm going to get the little guy here out of this pot, and since he's just been freshly repotted, that's not gonna be difficult. But as you see, the roots are already well spread. This is going to be the top part of the cascade, and this is going to be the cascading branch. I already have some new buds, so well, it's not a very good thing to get this tree again out of its pot, but yeah, I mean, he's gonna love it in his new pot, and he's gonna be here for months and months. And the thing is, when I do this now, it means that I can let this tree grow in full sun for, well, at least a couple of weeks. To mount this just a little more. Yeah, like so. And as you see, this is gonna be a whole lot of room for this little tree. So if everything goes well, he'll probably be here for quite some time. And it means that I will have to repot him in a year or two. But of course, it's going to fall over now, so I'm going to put a little stone here. And well, that's gonna be it. So see you with this tree in a couple of months. Well, it's been 2 months now. And here he is. He grew quite well. I just watched the previous video, well, the one you just watched, and I think that it's time to give this tree a little basic shape before it enters the house. And well, of course he will be inside for the rest of the fall and winter, of course. But okay, so I'm going to lower the camera, bring this in a little bit, because it's this tiny tree, so you need to come close to see something. So the thing that I like about this tree and the cascade style is that the trunk comes out of the surface in an angle, which makes sense. Sometimes I see cascades that do not do that, and well, they come out straight or even this way, and then they come back, and that doesn't make it very realistic. But hey, you can do whatever you want with your tree. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is remove some leaves. As you see, I have 2 new leaves here, and then the old one is here, so maybe I can just get it off. But since I don't want to damage anything, I'm going to give it a little snip, and then it will come off much easier, like so. And I have a few spots where I should do that. And I am not going to style this tree completely by directional pruning. Not that I think that that's not a good technique, because I think it is, but because I have a little problem for this kind of tree with that technique, being that these things are extremely angular. You see, you have almost 90-degree here, and then the same here, and I don't think it looks good. It doesn't look very natural. So I'm going to wire this tree as a little cascade. So I'm going to put a wire from here to here, the branch that is supposed to be the cascading bit, and then a wire in the top. So here it is, wired up. Well, it was not that difficult because, well, there's 2 branches. So yeah, I did not water this tree for the past 3 days because, well, I heard from I saw from Little J Bonsai. He's an expert in these Portulacarias, and he doesn't make videos anymore, so I'm a little bit worried, but I think he's still active on Instagram. Well, whatever. So I'm going to try to shape this a little bit, getting all the straight pieces out of it now. So I'm going to start with the main trunk. And like Little Jade said, it's best to not water your tree when you want to wire it. So I took his advice. This is going to be the top. I'm a little bit worried. I never really wired a Portulacaria. Need a little movement. I don't want him to come back too much, but just a little movement here and then a little movement there. It might just do that little trick. Now if it breaks, it breaks, you know. It's not a big deal with these Portulacarias, but yeah, well, it has a little movement, not a lot. So maybe I can do a little more and then lift the top. Okay, so I'm going to reduce this so that it is not as high as the top. And now I'm going to give a little movement to the cascading branch. So down and then up, and here again down, which makes it a little more interesting. And from here I want this thing to come a little more forward, so like so, and maybe also here just a little. Okay, so that's the movement. Now I have a few branches that I don't really want. This one growing straight down, which I will remove. This one is on the inside of a curve, so I don't want that. This is straight up, so I don't want that. This one is a little bit of a question because I might come back, I will. But my wire is a little short, maybe I can give it a final little twist here. I don't need that leaf here. Just a little hook so that it can grab the branch, and then I can give it some direction to here. That means that if I make the bend here, this is on the inside of the curve, so I will remove that. And this comes on the outside of the curve. So this grows straight down. Don't think that I'm gonna need that. And I think I'd like it a little longer. So I don't think I have to do anything extra on this tree. So I think it's a little more interesting, a little more curvy. I'm not sure about this branch. I'll keep it for the moment. I think I might use it to go a little bit to the back. This is a nice little back branch here, so I'm gonna keep that definitely. And well, I'm not sure about these guys, but I'm sure that I don't need that leaf, so let's get rid of that. And here, I don't know, but I think it's no problem to leave it here just to fatten this trunk. It's strange, it's already starting to have this nice color here, so that looks good. So that's it. Again, short little thing. We'll see this back in a couple of weeks, months, I don't know. So this tree has now been inside for a couple of months, and I must say it's not doing really great. It's not doing bad, but you know, these trees, well, they like sun, they like light, they like heat. But okay, that's what it is. So it grew, but I'd like to make a couple of adjustments, so I propose that we come a little closer. So I just saw a video of Jason Hanrahan from the Bonsai Garden. I highly recommend his channel. He was talking about mame trees, and this is 18 centimeters, so no, this is not a mame tree. It has to be something else, but I forgot the name. Well, it doesn't really matter, as long as it looks nice. So that's what it's supposed to do, looking nice. So the only little snips that I want to do today is here. So you see, we have this portion of the trunk that is supposed to be the upright parts, and well, it's not bad, but I think that if I could use this one as the new leader, so get rid of this portion, it would make a nice zigzag, because that's how these Portulacarias grow. So I think that might be a good idea, just removing the top here, like so. And of course, I need to remove the wire too, like so. Now this will grow this way, and then I'll cut back again, and then so and so and so, and then I think it's going to be all right. I'm just going to, this is a really small piece of wire. If you use this part of your scissors, you're not doing any damage. And I'm not going to keep the cuttings because I have tons of it. So another thing that I might do just here is give this top a little trim, so that I have a bud opening there and a bud opening there, and the only one that I need to keep is the one here, because I want it to grow down. I've been inspecting the wire, it's not biting in, so I'm not going to touch that. And then all this growth here I'll probably not need, but it will thicken the trunk and make the thing grow a little better, and I don't think it is wise to remove too much foliage in this season, because well, the tree is already struggling with light and all these things. So that's it. So that's basically it for this little cascading Portulacaria afra. I hope to see him back in summer when I can put him, well, in spring, when I can put him outside again, and then maybe growth will be much more interesting. These trees like a little fertilizer in the winter too, because, well, they are growing, so they need a little something to get them through the winter. So, hope you liked this video. If you did, like, subscribe, etc. Thank you for watching and see you next time.